Hi, everyone. This is John Girardi from Right to Life of Central California with the Right to Life Minute. This past November 1st, the Supreme Court heard oral arguments regarding the Texas abortion law. The Texas abortion law bans abortions after 6 weeks of pregnancy, roughly the time when fetal heartbeat can be detected. And it does so through an interesting mechanism. Instead of imposing criminal penalties on abortion, the law instead deputizes individual persons to file civil lawsuits against those who are performing abortions or aiding and abetting them. In this case, the Supreme Court, though, isn't really getting to the substance of whether abortion is good or bad, whether it's a constitutional right or not. What they're doing is basically examining the question of whether or not the right kind of party is suing to try to enforce the alleged right to abortion. This case was started by the federal government. This was the federal government suing various parties in Texas to try to vindicate the alleged right to abortion of individual women in Texas. So this is coming from the top. This is coming from Joe Biden / Merrick Garland from the Department of Justice. And if the Supreme Court grants the Department of Justice the relief it's seeking to basically enjoin the court officials in Texas from hearing lawsuits coming out of the Texas abortion law, basically what it will mean is that all of a sudden the Department of Justice is now allowed to swoop into individual states and sue pro-life states for passing pro-life laws on the grounds that, this is violating constitutional right, even though the federal government ordinarily wouldn't have standing. Standing is a very important concept in American law. It basically means you can't just sue somebody unless you are harmed. If my friend's house gets burned down, I can't sue the arsonist. My friend has to sue them. And basically, this would empower the federal government, the Department of Justice, with their inexhaustible $80 billion budget to swoop in like, some lame superhero anytime a pro-life state does something that Joe Biden and Merrick Garland don't like. I really hope the Supreme Court does the right thing and rejects this petition on the part of the federal government, gets rid of this horrible lawsuit, because the legal precedent it would set would be just sort of the Supreme Court creating this new standard out of whole cloth. That's not the kind of power that we should give to the federal government, and I think it would really harm the pro-life movement in a very particular way, particularly during this administration. For more on this, if you're interested, you can listen to Right to Life Radio every Saturday morning from 9 to 10 a.m. on Powertalk 96.7 and AM 1400. You can also catch the show as a podcast by going to the Apple Podcast or Stitcher Podcast app. And you can watch the show every week on our YouTube channel. Just go to youtube.com/righttolifeca. We'll also have some inspiring stories from the sidewalk with our employee Linda Talia talking about the stuff we do outside of Planned Parenthood every week, interacting with women and couples going into and out of Planned Parenthood. For Right to Life of Central California, I'm John Girardi.